Hey race fans, I wanted to share some great news with you. I will be back in 2025 in my Carvana colors in the Daytona 500 and the Coca-Cola 600.
The NASCAR world is full of excitement and speculation following Jimmie Johnson's recent announcement regarding his 2025 racing schedule. On January 16, 2025, Jimmie Johnson, the co-owner of Legacy Motor Club and NASCAR Hall of Famer, revealed his plans for the upcoming season. Johnson has committed to only 2 races for the 2025 NASCAR Cup Series. This significant reduction in his racing schedule has raised eyebrows and fueled intense speculation about the future of one of NASCAR's most decorated drivers. The 2 races Johnson has chosen are not just any events on the NASCAR calendar. They are, in fact, 2 of the most prestigious and challenging races in the sport. First on Johnson's agenda is the 67th annual Daytona 500. Scheduled for February 16, 2025. Known as the Great American Race, the Daytona 500 is NASCAR's season opener and one of its crown jewel events. Johnson's second and potentially final race of the season will be the Coca-Cola 600 at Charlotte Motor Speedway on May 25, 2025. Johnson's choice of these 2 specific races is far from random. Both hold significant personal and professional meaning for the veteran driver. The Daytona 500 is a race Johnson has conquered twice before, securing victories in 2006 and 2013. His participation in the 2025 edition will mark his 22nd appearance in this iconic event. What makes this even more remarkable is that last season, Johnson became the first driver in NASCAR history to start the Daytona 500 after already being inducted into the NASCAR Hall of Fame. The Coca-Cola 600, on the other hand, holds a special place in Johnson's heart for different reasons. Charlotte Motor Speedway is where Johnson made his first start in the NASCAR Cup Series back in 2001. Over the years, he has accumulated an impressive 8 wins at this track, including 4 victories in the Coca-Cola 600 itself. This race, known for its grueling 600-mile distance, is NASCAR's longest event and a true test of a driver's endurance and skill. Johnson expressed his enthusiasm for these races in a statement saying, "I'm thrilled to be returning to competition in 2025. These 2 races hold a special place in my heart, and I've always loved the energy and excitement that surrounds them. The Daytona 500 is a crown jewel of NASCAR. There's nothing like it. Charlotte Motor Speedway is where I made my first start in the NASCAR Cup Series, and it's always felt like home to me." One of the most intriguing aspects of Johnson's 2025 schedule is the potential milestone it represents. If Johnson qualifies for both races, the Coca-Cola 600 will mark his 700th career start in the NASCAR Cup Series. This is a remarkable achievement that only 20 drivers in the history of NASCAR have reached. To put this into perspective, Kyle Busch became the most recent driver to join this exclusive club, competing in his 700th Cup Series race last July at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. However, Johnson's participation in these races is not guaranteed. As a non-chartered entry, Johnson's number 84 Toyota Camry must qualify for one of the 4 available spots in the Daytona 500 field. This task is far from easy, given the stacked lineup of other non-chartered cars also vying for these limited positions. Last year, Johnson narrowly secured his spot, almost being knocked out in his duel race by J.J. Yaley of NY Racing Team. The competition for these open spots in the Daytona 500 is fierce. Other contenders include Martin Truex Jr. with Tricon Garage, Justin Allgaier with JR Motorsports, Anthony Alfredo with Beard Motorsports, BJ McLeod with Live Fast Motorsports, and JJ Yealy with NY Racing. With potentially more than 10 drivers competing for just 4 open spots, Johnson's qualification is far from assured. Johnson's limited schedule for 2025 represents a significant scaling back from his recent racing activities. In 2024, he participated in 9 Cup Series races, while in 2023, he made 3 starts. This reduction has led many to speculate about Johnson's future in the sport and whether this might be his final season of competitive racing. Adding fuel to the retirement speculation are Johnson's own words. In discussing his continued partnership with Carvana, his primary sponsor, Johnson said, "I'm so proud of the relationship we have built with Carvana. They have always been supportive of my dreams and always find innovative ways to connect with fans. As my days behind the wheel of a race car continue to wind down, the partnership with Carvana continues to celebrate my career, and it's such an honor." The phrase, "as my days behind the wheel continue to wind down," has not gone unnoticed by fans and analysts, who interpret it as a hint at impending retirement. Johnson's recent performance in part-time racing has been challenging, which adds another layer to the retirement speculation. Since returning to NASCAR as an owner and part-time driver in 2023, Johnson has struggled to find the form that made him a 7-time champion. In his 12 starts with Legacy Motor Club, his best finish has been 26th place. More concerningly, he has crashed out of 5 of those races, including all 3 of his starts in 2023. In total, he has experienced some kind of incident in 8 of his 12 races and has struggled for pace in all of them. These difficulties are particularly poignant given Johnson's illustrious career. With 83 Premier Series wins, he stands as one of the most successful drivers in NASCAR history. His 7 Cup Series championships tie him with Richard Petty and Dale Earnhardt for the most all-time. Johnson's impact on the sport extends beyond his on-track achievements. He has been a respected ambassador for NASCAR and a role model for younger drivers. Despite these recent struggles, it would be unwise to count Johnson out entirely. His experience and skill, particularly at tracks like Daytona and Charlotte, make him a potential contender in these races. The unpredictable nature of superspeedway racing at Daytona means that any driver in the field has a chance at victory. And at Charlotte, a track where Johnson has found so much success in the past, there's always the possibility of recapturing that winning form. The reaction from fans to Johnson's announcement has been mixed, but largely supportive. Many are excited to see the champion back on the track, even if only for 2 races. Others are hoping for a storybook ending to Johnson's career, perhaps with an 84th career victory that would tie him with Darrell Waltrip for 5th on the all-time wins list. Fan speculation about Johnson's motives and future plans has been rampant on social media. One fan tweeted, "With Jimmie only having 2 starts and the Coca-Cola 600 being his 700th, I think he's calling it a career after that." Another expressed hope for a strong finish, saying, "I hope he wins Charlotte. It'd be a fitting cap to his career." Johnson's limited schedule also has implications for Legacy Motor Club, the team he co-owns. The 2024 season was challenging for the team, with drivers Erik Jones and John Hunter Nemechek struggling to find consistent success. Combined, they earned only 1 top 5 and 6 top 10 finishes throughout the season. Legacy Motor Club is looking for a bounce-back year in 2025, and Johnson's participation, even in a limited capacity, could provide valuable insights and data for the team. In discussing the team's future, Johnson has remained optimistic. During a team holiday celebration, he stated, "I want to thank everyone for their contributions, not only the employees of Legacy Motor Club, but also spouses and families. We're building something. It's been a journey. It's still going to be a journey, but I promise you, we have great things right ahead of us." He acknowledged the criticism surrounding the team and vowed to strive for better race results. He said, "We're going to continue to grow, evolve, and have the success that we're so critically judged by our audience." To bolster their chances in 2025, Legacy Motor Club has made several key appointments. They've brought in longtime Joe Gibbs racing engineer Jacob Cantor as the director of competition and NASCAR IndyCar engineer Brian Campe as the technical director. The team has also shuffled its crew chiefs, with Travis Mack leading John Hunter Nemechek's number 42 Toyota team, while Ben Beshore moves to Erik Jones's number 43rd team. Johnson's announcement and potential final season come at a time of significant change and challenge in NASCAR. The sport continues to evolve, with new tracks, formats, and technologies being introduced. Johnson's career spans much of this period of change, and his potential retirement would mark the end of an era in many ways.